Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I hope my voice is clear. First of all, I'd like to thank you for your patience with us in order to take those interviews, and thank you for being here, honestly. We're going to start today you can see as from the title, today we're going to talk about the 15-year plan of China and the 15th 5-year plan of China, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And this gives the vision of China for the 100 years, which ends up maybe in 30 to 45, and it's an annual 5-year revision of what's going to happen or what China's planning to implement based on geopolitics, based on economic atmosphere around them, and what is their strategy for the Republic of China, People's Republic of China. Starting with the Kuwaiti relationship. Kuwait relationship goes way back to along 55 years, which back in actually started in 1965 when our Sheikh Jabir al-Ahmed Sabah, peace upon him, made his first official visit to China. And then that ended up in having the first GCC diplomatic representation back in 1971. And since then, there was this strategic relationship among Kuwait and China, going through all the history, stopping to 2014, correct me if I'm wrong, where this was the signing. Kuwait is the first Arab country that signed the initiative that came from China between the Belt and the Road, and then moved on 2018, which was a significant strategic call for Kuwait. We signed seven agreements and MOUs regarding different sectors such as infrastructure, defense, investment, cooperation, e-commerce, majorly also in the industry and also smart cities, along with transfer of knowledge. And then it got, let's say, more into action in 2023. After 2023, it got more activated in last year, 2025, where Kuwait had made a high executive committee from all ministers, following up on the project that is between both countries. And this is, we can see it in the agenda of the weekly ministers meeting. So today we're going to start with different sectors, going from the economy to the plan, to the automotive sector, and then beyond, and the projects where we materialize those projects. So we're going to start. Thank you for listening. I hope I didn't take a long time. So I tried my best. The Chinese relationship is very long that I could squeeze it in 1 or 2 minutes. We're going to start with the economic relationship between Kuwait and China, starting with our young representation from the Chinese embassy with, tell me if I'm pronouncing it correct, Dang?
Yes.
Dang, Miss Dang, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests and friends, good evening. I'm Deng Yuxuan from Chinese Embassy, and it is my honor to be here tonight with you to talk about how to promote the economic relationship between China and Kuwait. China and Kuwait enjoying a time-honored traditional friendship. In 2014, Kuwait became the first Arab country to sign the Belt and Road Cooperation document with China. And over more than a decade, the China-Kuwait Belt and Road Cooperation has yielded fruitful results. Since 2015, China has remained the Kuwait's largest trading partner, and China's good and affordable products provide more options for Kuwait. And in 2018, our two countries established a strategic partnership. In the same year, China became the second largest foreign investor in Kuwait, and this position has held ever since. Chinese enterprises have participated in multiple flagship and landmark projects under Kuwait's Vision 2035, covering energy, telecommunication, construction, transportation, housing, and other sectors, contributing to local economic and social development of Kuwait. Strategic relationship by the two heads of state has injected new momentum to China-Kuwait economic and trade relationship. In December 2022 and December 2023, Chinese President Xi Jinping and His Highness the Emir of Kuwait, Sheikh Mishaal, met and reached a series of important agreements and witnessed the signing of cooperation agreements between China and Kuwait in the fields of ports, new energy, housing, environmental protection, and other key areas. Since then, high-level interactions have been more and more frequent, and bilateral economic cooperation has accelerated. In 2025, Chinese President Xi Jinping and His Highness the Emir of Kuwait, Sheikh Mishaal, exchanging correspondence, and Chinese Premier Li Qiang met with His Highness the Crown Prince Sheikh Sabah, and Chinese Vice President Han Zheng visited Kuwait. In-depth communication and interactions at different levels and across various fields between China and Kuwait have laid a more solid foundation for the high-quality Belt and Road cooperation. With the joint effort of both sides, the G2G project is being implemented at an accelerated pace. For example, the construction contract of the Mubarak port was signed at the end of last year. As more and more Chinese companies engaged in Kuwait, Kuwaiti enterprises has also gained a deeper understanding of opportunities in the Chinese market. For example, KIPIC has signed $638 million joint venture agreement with Wanhua Chemical, and the KIA is among 20 cornerstone investors in Hong Kong listing of Chinese company, CATL. Delegation from Kuwait Public Authority for Industry have participated in China International Import Expo. In today's world, openness is the only path to global prosperity and development. Economic globalization is an irreversible trend and has become a widely recognized consensus. China will never close its door and will only open up wider. The fourth preliminary session of the 20th Century Committee of Communist Party of China adopted the proposal for formulating the 15th five-year plan. And the proposal explicitly stated that China will promote high-standard opening up and create a new horizon for mutual cooperation. China will advance reform and development through greater openness and seek to share opportunities and achieve common development with the rest of the world. China's openness goes beyond goods and market. It also encompasses innovation, institutional frameworks, and concepts. The proposal sends a strong message of China's commitment of opening up and cooperation for mutual benefit. It outlines the key measures in 4 aspects: opening China wider to the outside world, promoting the innovative development of trade, expanding two-way investment cooperation, and pursuing high-quality Belt and Road cooperation, thereby providing a clear roadmap for China's high-standard opening up over the next 5 years. An open China will bring new opportunities for Kuwait and the region. This year marks the beginning of China's 15th five-year plan period and also the 55th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Kuwait and China. China is willing to promote the Global Development Initiative, strengthen strategic alignment with Kuwait, continuously broaden the scope of cooperation, and jointly translate the potential for cooperation into a more tangible outcome, so as to benefit the two countries and peoples and promote our strategic relationship. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dang, for their presentation. Now we're going to move to the new quality production forces, and we're going to have it with the diplomatic attaché of the Chinese embassy in Kuwait, Ms. Wang.
Thank you. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Wang Shuyue from Chinese Embassy. Today, I'd like to share with you a new concept proposed by China, new quality productive forces. This term has become a real buzzword in China, and it reflects China's thinking about future development. Before explaining this concept, let me briefly introduce an important way China governs the country, the formulation and implementation of the 5-year plan for national economic and social development. The plan sets clear goals and policy directions for the next 5 years in areas such as economy, society, science and technology, ecology, and people's livelihood. As we all know, Kuwait has Kuwait Vision 2035. China also has the centennial goal. By 2049, the centenary of the People's Republic of China, we will build China into a great modern socialist country that is prosperous, strong, democratic, culturally advanced, harmonious, and beautiful. There is a Chinese proverb that says, without the accumulation of small steps, one cannot reach 1,000 miles. To realize this long-term vision, China divides the goal into consecutive 5 years. Since the first 5-year plan in 1953, China has followed one blueprint generation by generation, step by step, never changed the directions. In October 2025, the 20th Central Committee of the Communist Party of China convened its 4th plenary session, adopting the recommendation for China's 15th 5-year plan, which focuses on technological innovation and industrial transformation. At the center lies the new concept. New quality productive forces is innovation-led, driven by breakthrough technologies and emerging industries. This concept breaks away from traditional models and has become a key driver for high-quality development. But what does newness truly mean for productivity, for industries, and for the future of our economy? Please follow me to enjoy three things, and then we will find the answer. The first one, the lights are off, yet the entire plant is alive, filled with the motion of robotic arms. In JAC's automobile workshop, more than 500 robots work at the same time. Automation has reached 100%. That's why they can run as a true dark factory. By focusing on the electric vehicle, China has managed to bypass the old gasoline-based technology path, and in 2024, it became the world's largest car exporter. Second one, building an apartment in the factory. It's pretty much like building a car, and it starts with the chassis, or the underneath part of the apartment block, which is filled with pipes and dust for plumbing and electrical work, and by the end of this process, it's a fully formed apartment, just like Legos, that you can put them together to form a completely building. That's how China's first nearly zero-energy office building was built. Use of solar panels and smart devices contribute, but the real breakthrough is the new method called modular construction, which turns building apartment into assembling apartment, greatly reducing time and carbon emissions. And third one, you order a coffee in Shenzhen, a city in the southern China, and it's delivered from the sky by the drone. By June 2025, the delivery company had already opened 64 air roads, completing more than 600,000 orders. And this is just one glimpse of China's fast-rising low-altitude economy. These examples show us how new quality productive forces inject a strong digital momentum into both traditional and emerging industries. As President Xi Jinping put it, the new quality productive forces are primarily driven by innovation and break free from traditional economic growth models and productivity development paths. They are advanced productivity to drive high-quality growth that is innovative, coordinated, green, open, and shared. In today's world, humanity faces shared challenges, from climate change to food and energy security. China believes technological progress is no longer the pursuit of a single nation. It's a global challenge, a defining task of our time. Only through openness and cooperation can we find the right path forward. Just look at our two countries, China and Kuwait, have already achieved fruitful cooperation in emerging areas. Huawei helped Kuwait realize full 5G coverage. Chinese cars are widely used in Kuwait. Chinese surgical robots have supported remote operations in Kuwaiti hospitals. This brings real benefits to our two peoples. China will continue to uphold openness and shared development, and we look forward to deeper cooperation with Kuwait in emerging areas. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ms. Wang. Thank you for the information. And we move to our third speaker today, Ms. Fang, the third secretary of the Chinese embassy, and you're going to cover the Chinese automotive sector in Kuwait. Okay. Yeah, please. The floor is yours, my dear.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm Fancy from Chinese Embassy. It's my pleasure and honor to be here, Kuwait Economic Society, at the starting of the new year. I'm glad to participate in this seminar on the China and Kuwait strategic partnership and China's 15th five-year plan. To begin with, I would like to sincerely thank all of you who support the long-standing friendship between China and Kuwait, and who actively promote communication and cooperation in areas such as science, trade, economy, and technology. I also truly appreciate your continued interest in China's high-quality development. China's development in recent years has been extraordinary and remarkable. Amid a complex and ever-changing international situation, China's economic and social development has achieved a series of landmark results. The economy has steadily improved, and its position as the world's largest goods trading nation has been solidified, with the total value of the goods trading reaching $6.52 trillion in 2025. China has made remarkable achievements in poverty alleviation, with almost 99 million rural poor left out of poverty, and more than 1.4 billion people have entered the moderately post-poverty society. Technology innovation capital has been significantly enhanced, and a new quality protective force has developed. And a remarkable achievement has been made in industries such as new energy vehicle, artificial intelligence, high equipment, and clean energy. Currently, the global landscape is going through profound change, and economic globalization has become an unstoppable trend driven by rapid advance in science and technology. In October 2025, China reviewed and approved the proposal for 15th five-year plan, which set out the overall direction for China's economic and social development over the next 5 years. Most important, it marked China's full transition from focus on high-speed development to high-quality development. The year 2026 is especially meaningful. It marks the 55th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and Kuwait, and is also a starting year of China's 15th five-year plan. It's a crucial stage for strategic partnership between China and Kuwait, building on past achievement and forging ahead into the future. The pragmatic cooperation between the two countries in automotive industry provide momentum for building a strategic partnership based on mutual trust and mutual benefits result. From the first produced Jiefang brand truck entered the market in 1956 to the market dominance of joint venture models like Sentinel and Jetta in the 1990s, to the emergence of homegrown brands like Chery and BYD in the first decade of 21st century, and the entry of new energy vehicle startups like NIO and Xiaopeng, and the rapid development of China new energy vehicle after 2010. Chinese automobiles have become a leader in the global automotive industry, transformation through the breakthrough in intelligent technology, global expansion, and cost effectiveness. About 2010, Chinese automobiles entered the Kuwaiti market, tailoring their products to local climate, geography, and market profile. They offer more cutting-edge and customized design, as well as more comprehensive and user-friendly after-sale service. Accumulation a large consumer base. According to the statistic from the second half of 2025, Chinese brand vehicle hold a 27.6% market share in Kuwait, ranking second place, and more than double that the third place American automobile, demonstrating the popularity of Chinese vehicle in Kuwait. Currently, the international order and economic globalization are facing serious changes. Even so, I believe that no external shock can change the fundamental of China economy. Its stable foundation, numerous advantages, and strong resilience and the great potential. Nor can this slow the momentum of China's high-quality development. Meanwhile, China remains open to the dialogue based on the equality, respect, and mutual benefits. Under the new blueprint for the development of the China and Kuwait strategic partnership between China and Kuwait in areas such as trade, economy, science, and technology, will continue to deepen and deliver more concrete and meaningful results. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Fancy, for the coverage. Now we move to our final, Mr. Shi, General Manager of AVIC International. He's going to give us more of a brief on beyond the project. His hands is more into the economy itself and projects in Kuwait. So he's going to give us a real taste of the projects.
Okay, thank you for your introduction. Dear distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear friends, good evening. My name is Shi Yifei from AVIC International. It is a great pleasure to be here with you tonight. It will be my honor to share some thoughts on the ever closer strategic partnership between China and Kuwait. When we are talking about some big pictures, some big visions, and long-term strategy, one thing is always very clear. A strong partnership must be built on the real projects and real results. The true value of our discussion lies in outcomes that people can see, can feel, can benefit from their daily lives. And it is exactly these projects that give us the real meaning and to our words and enhance the confidence for our future cooperation. Let me share a few practical examples of AVIC International projects in Kuwait. First, I would like to mention the new runway, taxiway, air traffic control tower project at the Kuwait International Airport, which were completed and handed over by AVIC International last year. This project has directly boosted Kuwait's role as an important aviation hub in this region. More importantly, it has improved connectivity across the Gulf, offered travelers more choice, and supported the growth of the trade and tourism. Another example is the housing infrastructure project in South Sabah Ahmed. Through this project, AVIC International is delivering essential city infrastructures in South Sabah Ahmed, including the roads, water supply, stormwater, sewage systems, and telecommunication to support more than 6,000 housing units. In addition, under the Memorandum of Understanding between China and Kuwait, AVIC International is actively working in the new Sabria City project. Once it is finished, this new city will provide more than 50,000 homes for Kuwaiti people. It will make a real contribution to ease the housing pressure, to improve the urban planning, and to support economic diversification, and further reinforce the partnership between China and Kuwait. So, our mission at AVIC International is quite simple: to ensure that your aircraft can land safely, and to make sure that once you step off the plane, a smooth and secure path awaits you all the way home. We are committed to making your journey up in the air and your journey home equally seamless. We can see that AVIC International's work is a great example of how China and Kuwait work together. During the critical period of Kuwait's economic transformation, Chinese enterprises have actively aligned with country's development plan through the technology transfer, talent cultivation, and long-term investment. Looking to the future, there's so much things we can do together in areas like new infrastructure, smart city, renewable energy, and digital tech. China has experience, and Kuwait has a clear vision. By combining these two, we are certain to explore a new sustainable way that can benefit both nations. Finally, I would like to emphasize that the strategic partnership between China and Kuwait is a story of friendship, about trusting each other, keeping our promises, and looking to the future with confidence. By talking honestly, focusing on the projects that help both sides, and being brave enough to innovate together, we will continue to bring the benefits to the people of all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shay, for your time. Alhamdulillah, we're still on time. We have another 7 minutes. We're going to have a Q&A. So I'm going to start to ask your questions. Starting with you, Wang. What the role does the China's 5-year plan play in international development?
Okay.
Wang, you're going to answer.
Yeah.
Okay, Wang.
Yes. Thank you for your question.
Please, can you just put the mic just closer?
Okay.
Yes.
The 5-year plan is more than an economic blueprint.
Yeah.
It's a key way that China runs the country. Through the stable leadership, well-organization, and the strategic planning, the Communist Party of China turns its vision into the national actions and real development results. In this sense, the 5-year plan works as both a stabilizer and an accelerator for the China's growth. Following the roadmap of each 5-year plan, China continues to make steady progress in economic and social development. More important, the 5-year plan is not just the guide for China's modernization, but also a contribution of Chinese experience and wisdom to the global governance. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Earlier, you mentioned that China is promoting high standard opening, Opening up. Okay, so the question is, what specific measures are being taken to promote the trade and investment liberalization and facilitation?
Thank you for your kind question. I have some comment on this topic. Our President Xi Jinping once remarked that, I may quote, yes, China provides a vast stage for business development. We offer broad market prospects. We offer a stable policy outlook and a secure environment. So this makes China a favorite option to the foreign investment and business operation. And last year, China remains the largest goods trading country, as well as the second largest market for the imports and the consumption. So back to your kind question, to facilitate trade, China hosted thousands of expos, the trade and economic expos every year. This including the Canton Fair, I think lots of you knows that, and the China Arab States Expo, and also the China International Import Expo, etc. There's a lot of it. And on the other hand, to promote investment, China continued to reduce the negative list of the foreign investment, and there is only 29 items left on the negative list, and there's 0 item on the manufacturing sector. Also, we're still working to open up the services sector. In addition, the foreign-funded company will enjoy the national treatment in China in regards of the access to the factor of production, in regards of the license application, the standard setting, and the government procurement, etc. Yeah. And also the Hainan Free Trade Port. Do you know that? The Hainan Free Trade Port, it established the single window system, and this system integrates different functions of the online government, so it can expedite and simplify the process of trade and investment. That is very good.
Impressive.
And last but not least, I don't know how many of you have been to China, but I want to say again that China has granted visa-free entry to Kuwait, and there is a direct flight between Kuwait and China. So we are always welcoming our Kuwaiti friends to visit, to invest, to work, and live in China.
Inshallah. Thank you so much. Yes. I have another question that from the understanding, we need to understand the new quality productivity forces. How is that?
Okay, thank you. Well, my understanding is that the new quality productive forces is a much broader concept than the simple technological innovation. It needs to come with the innovation and the building of a better infrastructure, and then like the proper governance mechanism to build up the right ecosystem to lead this innovation into the high quality development. So I think the revolution in productivity is ultimately a story about people, about humanity, how humanity to use their imagination and innovation to reshape its future in this new age of intelligence industry and shared innovation. So China's new quality productive forces is more than a national strategy. They are part of a global effort to build a smarter, greener, and more inclusive world.
Inshallah. Yeah. Thank you. I want to move to the automotive sector. Chinese automotive industry achieved high speed and high quality development. How did that happen?
Thank you. Both the China's 15th and 14th.
Fancy, can you put it closer? No, just closer to.
Close?
Yes, closer.
Okay.
Thank you.
Both the 40th and 50th five-year plan of China mentioned some guiding directions such as deepening reform and innovation-driven development, especially in the 15th five-year plan. Its proposal to stay committed high-quality development and advance the high-level opening up and accelerate high-level science and technology industry. which further demonstrate the importance of that China attached to
I'm sorry عفوا بس ترى الصوت شوية قاعد يطغي ورا في صوت عالي الله يعافيكم صوت قاعد يطغي علينا على المسرح مشكورين جزاكم الله خير sorry Fancy but we had to yeah it was interrupting.
It shows the importance that China attached to the development of science and technology industry. Chinese industry achieved a full industrial chain coverage in 70 years. In 2025, Chinese automobile production and sales both exceed 34 million units, and it set a new record and capitulating a transformation from survival to leading, and China's transformation from manufacturing giant into an innovation powerhouse. I hope Chinese brand can provide more trust for our creative friend, and I also hope to our friend visit China by more often and to see by themselves and experience the powerful innovative artistry and capability of Chinese automobile industry. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I have a final question: is that how the Chinese enterprise support Kuwait in achieving its vision, Vision 2035, Mr. Shi?
Okay, thank you very much for your question. I think for Chinese enterprises, they support Kuwait Vision 2035 through high-quality infrastructure construction, integrated urban development, and long-term capability building. Beyond the project delivery, we focus on sustainability, local talent development, and industry cooperation to ensure that the long-term social and economic benefits.
Thank you so much. I don't know if anybody want to add another question, maybe the benefits directly to China and Kuwait. So is there direct benefits to bring to the both people of the countries?
Okay, so if we go into the details, for example, like the economic benefits for the project we are undertaking for the Kuwait International Airport, since the new runway was put into operation, more and more flights come into Kuwait, which boosted the annual passenger traffic, and also the cargo volume, which is a big increase for the economic here.
Of course. Well, thank you so much for your visit over here and coming over to the Kuwait Economic Society. We made it on time, 7:45, so it's about 45 minutes. And thank you so much for the coming and the representation from the Chinese Embassy. If anybody have any question, you can have it on the side after closing the seminar. Thank you so much.